Good morning, boys and girls out there in YouTube land. This is Clay of Clay Chevys, and I'm usually not on this side of the camera. Thought I'd do a PSA today. I was reading something from Patrick McTee on the Styrene Syndicate, and myself and Wayne of the Wingsters Workshop, also of the Styrene Syndicate, we responded to Patrick. And I was just thinking that there might be a lot more of you out there that are wondering about this. As you may or may not know, I am a letter carrier / mailman. I'm the guy who drives around in the white truck delivering your mail and your packages. I wear a uniform because I'm a city carrier. Now Wayne is also a letter carrier / mailman, but he is what is known as a rural carrier, and they generally deliver mail in the less populated areas, less densely populated areas. We're both actually in the same state. Got to meet Wayne a few months ago at one of the local model shows, and we had a good time. So enough of that. Patrick was complaining about his packages being stolen off his porch. Now, don't feel all alone, because I had bought something on eBay a few Christmases ago, and while I was at work, I had a tracking number for it. I was tracking it the whole way, and I knew it was going to be delivered. By the time I left work and got home, the package had been stolen off my porch. So, it happens to all of us. You guys aren't alone out there, and we're finding that mail theft is on the rise. And in the past, it used to be just a druggies looking for, checks and stuff like that to wash and put in their names and change the amounts and whatnot. Now it's pretty rampant. I mean, we see it on the news, on TV all the time, where, a woman and her children drive up in a BMW and take the packages. The child jumps out of the car and takes the packages off your porch. And it's because the kind of society we have nowadays, where everything is done through the mail for ordering stuff. You're getting your Kindle, you're getting a book from Amazon, you're buying models from, whatever hobby company you're doing with. And these people, they don't know what's in the box. So to them, it's just like Christmas Day. They open it, oh, look what I got, And you wonder what they're doing with our models, because I'm sure a lot of them aren't model builders. They're probably just throwing them away. So I want to give you some tips on how to prevent your parcel theft. Now, if you see me looking down every once in a while, it's because there's so much I've written down here. I don't want to leave anything off. The first thing, and probably one of the most important things, is to meet your letter carrier. Okay? It could be a he, it could be a she. The easiest way for a lot of people, because we all have jobs, we're all working during the day, is on Saturday. When you are off, we're still working. Okay? We have one rotating day during the week, and you can either meet your letter carrier or his sub, okay? Better known as his T6. A lot of times it's pretty funny, I'll have my customers come up. I've been delivering on the same route for over 18 years, so I know most of my customers. A lot of them don't know me, they never see me because they're at work. I know them through their mail. I know their kids. I've watched their kids grow up. Usually the kids run out to the mailbox, whatnot. So it's important to get to know your mailman. You can slip a note in your mailbox, whether you have a roll box, and I'll show a picture of what we call a roll box. Or an NDCBU or a CBU. Okay. I know they're throwing a lot of acronyms, but don't worry about it. I'll put up a picture so you guys can see what it is. Just put a note. Hey, I'm John Smith, and we always get a chuckle out of that because we've been delivering your mail so long. We know you're John Smith. We even know where you work based on your health benefits that come through the mail and everything else. You'd be surprised how much we know about you. And we don't spread that around, because that's part of our job, is the sanctity of the mail, and we don't, it's not our job to be blabbing that to everybody. And if most carriers are like me, I got 1,000 customers. I don't have time to worry about everybody. So put a simple note in there. Hey, I'm John Smith. Well, what's your name? I've been living here so and so years. Yeah, we know that. We know the day you moved in. Okay, but just try to be pleasant, and introduce yourself. Tell him or her that you've got a problem with mail theft, that your parcels are being stolen off your porch. A lot of times people will call and complain to the post office. Okay, what happens is one of our supervisors takes that call and it gets all misconstrued and everything about, then all of a sudden we got one of our bosses jumping down our throat about, what happened to this guy's package, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I delivered a package, and we now have GPS that tracks our every move, so they know when we delivered it, what time, whatnot. So just tell them you're having, you can put in a note that you're having a problem with your parcel delivery. Okay, no problem. We'll take care of that. You can ask your carrier that if the packages do not fit in the mailbox, please do not leave them on the porch. Notify me. And what the carrier will do is he'll leave we call it peach, people call it orange, a slip. It's called a notice left slip. It's a PS 3849 or 46 or whatever. I forget the number. I've been doing it so long. I just say it's the notice left slip. You'll get that, and it'll either be on your mailbox or on your door. Okay? Most people put it in the mailbox. You can then take that slip, go down to your local post office, and usually the address is on the back side, and then pick up your package. Or if you know you're going to be off, say like the package was attempted delivery on a Monday, and you know you're going to be off on Thursday, you can then call the number on the back and say, I will be home Thursday. Please have the carrier redeliver on Thursday. No big deal. Okay, we get paid by the hour, so we don't care. And that'll alleviate a lot of it. People don't realize how much theft is going on. I mean, we have to be on the lookout now as carriers for people following us in cars. And it's sad. You see that on the news. Mostly you see the UPS and FedEx guys get the news all the time, where there's a car following a UPS truck. And as soon as the truck stops, deliver a package, and drives away, the car will then pull up and steal the package. Well, the same thing happens to the mailman. And you'd be surprised how many cars are following us, so we're supposed to call the station or the postal inspectors or the police right away if we have a suspicious car following us. Because you don't know what they're going to do. They might be trying to rob us too. We've had that happen. Now that you introduce yourself, your letter carrier introduces himself or herself to you, remember that we're providing a service, okay? And then try to be nice to us. We're your neighbors, We live in the same neighborhood as you. We probably live in the same city as you. Why not? We're your neighbors. We're just everyday Joes, just like you guys. So yeah, stuttering. So it means a lot to us when our customers think of us, And it doesn't have to be anything big, You don't have to be giving us $100, check at Christmas or anything like that. You'd be surprised at small stuff that just means a lot to us. And we remember those people. We remember those little acts of kindness, Like Wayne put on his, a cold bottle of water or a soda during a hot summer day left in your mailbox in a tub of ice or something. You'd be surprised how many people do that. And they do it for me, and I always say, well, I don't drink soda anymore, but thank you for the thought, and we try to write little notes back, thanking them for the thought, whatnot. I'll drink the water, They leave cookies. Ooh, mailman, we love cookies. All right? Cookies. At Christmas time, leave a small token of your appreciation. If they're doing a good job, you're not getting your neighbor's mail every other day, then $25 gift card from Starbucks or movie tickets or something like that. It goes noticed by us because now we feel appreciated. Yeah, it's a job, just like you're doing your job. Whether you're working in a bank, selling real estate, or whatever. It's good to be appreciated by people. Always get tracking numbers on your packages as much as you can. Okay, you have a tracking number. You ordered it on your computer. Track it. And then when you see it's getting close, you can have it redirected or you can have it held at the post office, okay? Now this goes the same for FedEx and UPS. I've done this several times where I know nobody's going to be home and I see it's coming and I ask it to be redirected to a store. So a UPS package can be redirected to a UPS store, and there happens to be 2 of them in the city I work at. So I can have it redirected to one of those. And FedEx packages can be redirected to a local Kinko's. Now it used to be free. I don't know if it still is or not. I don't pay too much attention to that. So yeah, because my son's now home every day, so UPS just delivers and we don't have any problems. Now recently we were on vacation. So one of the other things you can do, and I knew I had a parcel coming, is I talked to my neighbor. You know, how many of us know our neighbors? I happen to be lucky. I happen to know my neighbors. So, and I asked them to pick up packages when we got back from vacation. Sure enough, she had a whole armload of packages. So, you know, talk to your neighbor. You know it's coming. Tell her, hey, or him, you know, hey, I'm expecting a package, you know, tomorrow. Can you pick it up for me and hold it until I get back? Yeah, okay, no big deal. Okay, so again, try to track your parcels. Try to know when they're coming. Try to reroute them to your convenience, okay? So what I want to say most importantly is, Patrick, don't feel all alone, okay? Don't feel all alone. It's happening to everybody, and it's getting worse. And I don't know what to tell you, you know? A lot of people have tried to get P.O. boxes. The problem is some companies will not send packages to P.O. boxes because they've been scammed. And one bad apple gives everybody a bad name, okay? And then in this economy, I mean, we used to have a waiting list for P.O. boxes at our post office. Now there's literally thousands of empty boxes, okay? People can't afford them because they're pretty pricey. If you get a locking mailbox, guess what? The package probably won't fit in there. You can get with your neighborhood association, get one of the new CBUs, and I'll show you a picture of that. It has a parcel locker on it. Okay, or get a parcel if you have neighborhood delivery, you know, where you have the big steel boxes with all the neighbors in it. Get a couple parcel lockers put up. That solves the problems too. Now, depending on what style you get, because some of the older styles, big screwdriver pries them babies open. The new ones that they have, the CBUs, in the 8 years that I've seen those deployed along my route, I've never seen one broken into because they're like Fort Knox. Now, knock on wood, you know, they still won't be in. So, okay, I think I've rambled enough. If you guys want some more tips, you want to ask some questions about the post office, and you know, here's the biggest complaint we get. Why did you crush my package? I didn't crush your package, okay? You'd be surprised how much automation the post office has. And you know, your package goes in the hamper, and guess what? The 50-pound package where the guy ordered, you know, 25-pound weight plates from Weeders or something like that comes off the belt and lands on your package. You know, I'm sorry. You know, and a lot of times what I do is I'll stamp it. You know, we have stamps and stickers. You know, and I'll stamp sorry, received in damaged condition. You know, I didn't do that. You know, I didn't do that. So don't blame your mailman if your package is crushed. Okay, it happens in the processing. Okay, sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not. If you're sending something out, make sure you pack it well. I've seen people where they take the model kit and just put a brown paper wrapper around it. They don't put it in another box. And then they wonder why it gets crushed on the way back to wherever they're sending it. So, remember, not our fault. Okay, we tried. So, be nice to your mailman. Your mailman will be nice to you. Okay? So, any questions, you guys can IM me or get a hold of me through the Styrene Syndicate or through Clay Chevys or something, you know, you find out something. All right? Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.